Good morning. Happy Friday, y'all. Welcome to Sports Performance with a little bit of mindset reset. I'm Jazzy, uh, program manager here with Exosat Autodesk. Still trying to get used to saying that. And we're just getting right into it. So today, we're doing day 3. It is week 4, phase 2 of sports performance. It is cardio day. So a lot of cardio stuff coming up. We are going to do 40 seconds of work and 20 seconds of rest for each movement here. And we're going to do 5 movements 2 to 3 times, depending on how much time we have. And then as we're cooling down, is when we'll start to kind of refocus our mindset going into the weekend. So I'll go ahead and get started with our demos today. So first thing we have here, as I said, it is a cardio day. So we're going to start. Oh, I forgot my other dumbbell. Dang it. Okay, so we're going to start with a 2-inch run in place here. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a slight bend in our knees here. So hips are going to be slightly back, working our core tight back flat, and we're going to act like we're running in place. So lifting those feet ever so slightly off the ground and slow moving arms. So quick feet, slow arms there. So that's gonna be our 2-inch run in place. And then we're gonna grab our dumbbells. So I forgot my other one because I only got with, we needed one. I forgot about this one. So we're gonna do a squat to press. So grab both your dumbbells. So we do need 2 dumbbells today. You're gonna hold your dumbbells at your shoulder here. You're gonna squat down, and then as we stand up, we're pressing up. So we're really keeping that back flat core tight, letting those knees track past our second toe as we squat down, and then pushing the ground away as we stand up. So that's gonna be the second movement. And then after that, we're going to do some skips. And if you're not in the jumping position today, go ahead and just march. So for skips, we're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg. We're going to double tap as we move through. And then, of course, if you are not jumping, you're just going to go ahead and march. So that's be that one. And then after that, we're going to do alternating dumbbell snatches. So we only need 1 dumbbell for this, which is why I only grabbed 1 dumbbell. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have that dumbbell in between our feet here. We're gonna squat down. So we're gonna bend at the knees and the hips. We're gonna grab that dumbbell straight up and back down. So if you notice here, I'm using my legs to help my arms. I'm going nice and slow. So the elbow is going straight up and then overhead. Just go back a little bit. So quick movement here, all the way up and down, and then again, elbow up and down. So just pretend like you got a plane of glass at your shoulders. You're gonna break that glass with your elbow before you continue up with your hand. So that's gonna be our 4th movement. And last but not least, we have burpees today. So again, if you're not jumping, you are just going to put your hands on the ground, walk your feet out, and then step back up and stand. So that is gonna be the substitute for burpees. Or feel free if you would like to march or skip, you can do that as well. So that is going to be our whole workout for this morning. So we're gonna go ahead and get ready with our warm up here. So we're gonna start in the top of our space. We're gonna do the world's greatest stretch. So we're gonna go ahead and interlace our fingers here. We're gonna grab onto the right knee, pulling that leg towards our chest. A nice big deep belly breath. And on the exhale, we're going to step back into that reverse lunge, hands on the inside of that front leg. So left leg is in the front, left hand is right inside of that left leg. We're going to keep that back leg nice and straight. And we're going to exhale, opening up towards the ceiling, gazing past that thumb. And on our next exhale, we're going to go ahead and plant that hand on the outside of our front foot, push ourselves up into that hamstring stretch. Nice big deep belly breath. And on the exhale, we're going to bring the right foot next to the left foot. We're going to stand on up. Awesome. All right, we're going to go ahead and do that same thing on the other side. So we're going to interlace our fingers, grab that left knee, pull the left knee towards the chest. Nice big deep belly breath. And on the exhale, we're going to go ahead and step back into that reverse lunge, hands on the inside of that front leg. Still keeping that back leg nice and straight. We're feeling that opening up our hips. And we're going to exhale, bring the right hand up towards the ceiling. We're going to gaze past that thumb. And we're gonna go ahead and exhale, plant that hand on the outside of the front foot, push ourselves up into a hamstring stretch. And we're gonna go ahead and exhale, bring the left foot next to the right foot. We're gonna stand on up. Awesome. All right. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do a nice hip flexor into a hamstring stretch, get our whole lower body nice and opens up. So coming down to the ground, I'm gonna put my right knee on the ground, left foot on the ground, and we're gonna tuck our pelvis. So bring the butt to the belly button. We're gonna squeeze the glute of the knee that's on the ground. We're gonna gently start to bring our hips forward ever so slightly. So we start to feel that opening up the front of the hip of the knee that's on the ground. And we're gonna exhale, rock back into that hamstring stretch, so toes to the ceiling. Getting the chest as close to that knee as we can. And let's go ahead and exhale, rocking back into that hip flexor stretch. So go a little bit deeper into the stretch this time, squeezing that glute. Our pelvis is tucked. Core is tight, nice big inhales. And we're gonna go ahead, exhale, rock back into the hamstring stretch. Get a little deeper into this stretch as well. So try and get a little closer to that knee. And we can go ahead and exhale and release out of that stretch. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So my right foot is on the ground, left knee on the ground, same checklist. We're gonna tuck that pelvis, so bring the butt towards the belly button, squeeze that glute, push those hips forward. Wanna get a nice medium tension stretch here. And we're gonna go ahead, exhale, rock back into that hamstring stretch, toes to the ceiling. And let's go ahead and exhale, rock back into that hip flexor stretch. So we're gonna get a little bit deeper into the stretch this time. So push those hips a little bit further forward. Get a little more stretch this time, now that we're a little bit more warmed up. And we're gonna exhale, rock back, hamstring stretch. And a little deeper into the hamstring stretch. And we're gonna go ahead and exhale, and we're gonna come out of that. When we're ready, we can stand on up, and we are ready to rock and roll. So starting off with our 2-inch runs in place, we got 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. 3, 2, 1, and go. So have a slight bend in those knees, hips are back, alternating quick feet, slow arms. So we're going as fast as we can with our feet, ever so slowly moving our arms. So we're gonna be like ducks on water. With the duck, you don't even realize how fast their feet are going underwater. So we're just doing quick feet here. It's gonna feel like a long time, 40 seconds, but we're doing great. Keep pushing, quick feet, like we're running, hence the name. 3, 2, 1. All right, we got 20 seconds. We're gonna grab our dumbbells. I'm not gonna use dumbbells because I guess not awake yet and only grabbed one. So squats and presses next. So we're gonna grab our dumbbells. We're gonna start with them at our shoulders, elbows up. We're gonna squat down and press up. 3, 2, 1. So we wanna make sure our feet are hip width apart here, dumbbells at the shoulders. Squat down, knees come forward past those second toe. Stand up and push the arms up. So our legs are helping our arms right now. We go as low as we can with good form, pushing through our whole foot on the ground, heel big to little toe. We're using our legs to help our arms, so it's all one movement. So we're pressing up as we stand up. Great job. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. All right. Go ahead and set those dumbbells down. We got marches / skips. So whatever is available to you today is what I would like you to do. So we're going to get that going here in a few seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're either double tapping at the bottom as we do opposite arm, opposite leg. Knees are coming out and up. So we're using the core. So same thing. If we're marching, we're pulling that leg up using the core. We're not just using our legs. Take a little bit of stress off our hips here. We're going to double tap for the skips. We're just stepping for marches. Keep breathing, keep pushing. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. All right. Next up, we have our dumbbell snatches. We're going to alternate our arms here. Dumbbell is going to start in between our feet. Feet are hip width. 3, 2, 1. So our core is nice and tight. We're squatting down, coming up all at once. So that elbow is breaking that plane of glass. It's a nice, explosive, powerful movement. So from this angle, when I'm down here, my butt is down, my chest is up, my back is nice and flat. We're not coming from here. The butt is not above our knees. So butt below the knees. Use those legs to help the arms out. Heavy on the shoulders. Just want to make sure that we're not only using our arms, but use those legs too. 3, 2, 1. All right. Last but not least, we have burpees, which this moment in time does not sound fun. All right. 3, 2, 1. So really, if you're not jumping today, that is okay. You're just going to walk those feet back just like this. And then really push that ground away as we use those glutes. And then no jump. So I think honestly, I'm going to do those ones today because jumping does not feel so good today. That's why we need rest days. Rest days are so important. That way we can come back stronger for these workouts. I did too much. 3, 2, 1. All right. That's a very clear sign I did too much yesterday because I cannot do burpees today. All right. We have 2-inch runs in place coming up next. Turn that up. There we go. All right. 3, 2, 1. So slight bend in the knees, butt is back. Alternating our feet. We got slow arms, quick feet. Man, my legs are tired today. Guess that's what I get for doing a lot of cardio and exercise yesterday. We did a lot of cardio in that class, which is all up on YouTube. If you'd like to try that out this weekend, it was actually a really good workout, hence why I'm a little sore today. All right, we're almost there. 3, 2, 1. All right. Next up, we got squat to press. So grab those dumbbells. We're going to get ready to rock and roll here. 3, 2, 1. So feet hip width apart. So that's about as wide as we want to get. We don't want to be too wide because that's going to put pressure on our hips here. So feet underneath those shoulders or the hips, hands on the shoulders, squat down, knees coming out past the second toe. So from this angle, the inside part of my knee is right over that second toe. So that way we can really get those hips under us. It's going to be the best way to really make sure our hips are happy and that we're squatting as best as we can. 3, 2, 1. All right. Next up, we have skips and or marches. I think I need a lot of stretch breaks today. Too bad it is Friday. We have none. Dang it. 3, 2, 1. All right. So we're going to skip or we're going to march. whatever feels good today. I know it's Friday. It's been a long week. We're getting our workout in. The sun is coming out later every morning. Pretty soon here, we're going to finish our workout by the time the sun comes up, which is pretty sad. Keep that breath going. Almost there. Finishing strong here. If we need to switch to marches at this point, we can always march as well. Whatever feels good. 3, 2, 1. All right. Next up, dumbbell snatches. We're going to alternate our arms. Our legs are helping our arms. You don't want to just lift with our arm here. So really use those legs here. 3, 2, 1. So feet again, still about hip width apart, dumbbell in between, squat down, elbow up, straight up towards the ceiling. Great job. Really making sure we're keeping that butt below the knees. We don't want our butt up. We don't want to bend over like this. If we bend over like this, we run the risk of using our back instead of our butt. So when you use those legs, so keeping that back flat as we 3, 2, 1. It's just like a regular squat. We're pushing that ground away from us. Whole foot. All right. We got burpees, and I'm still going to modify mine so we can walk our legs out. 3, 2, 1. It still is going to be a cardio movement if we do this. We can alternate stepping up with each foot differently, so then that way we're evening things out. So we want to go right, 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 left, or left, right, left, right. We all know I'm not good with rights and lefts. Have to think a little bit harder about it. Can't just say it. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. All right. We're going to do one more round. And then we're going to cool down, do our mindset reset. Well, I feel like I need more stretching than I need this workout here. 3, 2, 1. 2-inch run in place. So hips back, knees slightly bent. Alternating our feet here. Quick feet, slow arms. Moving our feet as quickly as we can. I feel like peanut butter. I feel like I'm running the peanut butter right now, but that's okay. We're doing great. We're doing the thing. We're getting our workout in. We're getting our movement in for the day. Checking those boxes, getting 1% better every day. All right. 3, 2, 1. We are resting. Up next, we have the squat to press. So we're going to grab our dumbbells, get ready. Dumbbell's going to be at the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. To feet hip width, keeping the heel big toe little toe planted. Tug that pelvis. We really want to bring our butt to the belly button to make sure that everything in here is nice and flat. So butt to belly button, lock it in with your core. Use your legs. Keep that core braced. So it helps if you pretend like someone's about to punch you in the stomach, whatever you think that feels like, you're going to kind of like clench up in your stomach. That's going to really help brace the core here. 3, 2, 1. All right. Next up, we have skips or marches, whatever feels good for you today. And then we have our snatches and then burpees, and then we're done for the day. So we're almost there. 3, 2, 1. So we're either marching, or we're double tapping at the top. My glutes are not having this today. I think that means I know what we're doing for our cool down. Just kidding, we were already gonna do that anyways. Great job. Get those knees up, keep that core braced still. So I wanna make sure we're not crunching as we come down. We wanna stay nice and tall. So keeping our whole spine nice and flat, lock that core in. 3, 2, 1. All right. Next up are alternating dumbbell snatches. So grab that dumbbell. Getting ready. Last one of these. 3, 2, 1. So we're squat down, elbow up. My feet are not aligned right now. So going down, touching all the way to the ground. Use those legs, elbow, follow through. So we're leading with the elbow, butt is down below the knees. Great job. Now this might feel really hard right now, as it does for me because my legs are working. 3, 2, 1. All right, last up, we have burpees. We're gonna finish strong. And then for our mindset reset, we're gonna reset everything by focusing on our breath and brain awareness. 3, 2, 1. So we got burpees. Plant that whole foot on the ground when we go to stand up. So especially if we're jumping, we want to make sure our heel is landing on the ground, big toe, little toe, so we have that whole foot. Otherwise, we're going to put a little too much pressure on our knees, and we don't want to create any injuries here. Nice job. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and that is going to be our workout for the morning. Nice job, everyone. Go ahead, grab a sip of water if you need it, and we are going to make our way to the ground here for our cool down and our mindset reset. So we're going to be on our backs here. We're going to stretch out our piriformis muscles from all that jumping today. So we're going to go ahead, crossing our legs. So my right ankle above my left knee. If that feels good, go ahead and stay there. If you need a little bit more tension, go ahead and interlace those fingers, grab the knee, pull towards the chest. From here, start to slow the breath down. We're going to go ahead and inhale for 4 seconds. We're going to hold for 4 seconds. And then we're going to exhale for 6 seconds. So that's kind of the pace I want us to take with our breathing right now. And we're bringing awareness to how our bodies feel, how we feel, and what energy are we bringing right now. We're feeling tired. Are we bringing low energy? Are we bringing that low energy to other areas of our life and maybe affecting other people's energies? Or maybe we feel really good today and we're bringing everyone up with us. On our next exhale, we can go ahead and bring those feet down. We're doing the same thing on the other side. So left ankle over the right knee. And if that feels good, go ahead and stay there. If you need a little extra tension, go ahead and interlace those fingers and grab either behind the knee or in front of the shin. pulling that knee towards the chest. You may notice that this side feels tighter than the other side. I'm one of those people. So we're really just going to focus here on breathing into that tightness. Part of our energy that we bring each day can really be affected by how our body feels, because everything in our bodies are connected, including our minds and our bodies. So whatever we may be feeling mentally is going to show up physically in our bodies and vice versa. So if we're feeling sore or tired, then our body language, our energy, our mood is all going to be affected by that. So we're going to start to bring awareness to that right now. And maybe if we're feeling low energy or we're tired or we're sore, really sit with that and think of ways that you can, overcome that. We don't want to just be blindly positive, but we want to maybe do some things that will bring our energy levels up. So whether that's taking a walk after this class, or maybe it's, logging off of work for lunchtime instead of eating in front of the computer. There are a lot of different things we can do each day to really change our energy levels for the positive. On the next exhale, let's go ahead and gently release that leg. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to flip on over onto our hands and knees. And we're going to do, as you may have guessed, I always like to end in child's pose. So we're going to take those knees really wide, bring our hips back to the heels, walk our hands forward, forehead, chin, or cheek to the ground. And another way we can really change our energy is practicing gratitude. So I want us here, we're going to do a few deep breaths. We're going to inhale nice deep into the belly, 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale through the mouth for 6 seconds. So while we're doing that, I want us to think of 3 to 5 things or people that we are grateful for. And if we're thinking of people that we're grateful for, I want us to send all the positive energy to those people. So that's what I want us to do for the next few minutes. All right, let's go ahead and do one more deep breath. So nice big inhale. And one long, full, slow exhale. You're more than welcome to stay in child's pose or on the ground, or you can return to seated, kneeling, standing, however you'd like to finish out. But that is going to be all the time I have for today's class. So thank you all for joining me. We do have one more live class today. We got Functional Fitness Friday and Guided Breathing with me today instead of Louise. So you get me another time if you want to join me there. But other than that, have a great weekend.